I feel like so many people say you don't have to do anything in manifestation aside from believe, and I think that's like wildly misconstrued because we came here to have a physical experience, and that being said, the human mind, it aligns to things through action. And it's not to say that you can't, of course, literally just meditate and affirm and then bring certain things in, but it is to say that there is many times still action required. And sometimes even the act of meditating or sitting in a state of affirming is the action that is required in that case. You know, sitting down and affirming or sitting down and meditating and focusing your mind on something specific is considered action, inspired action in that, especially if it's helping you calm your mind and get you to where you got to get to. So a lot of times when people tell you to act as if, what's really happening is you are starting to literally become this thing. You are starting to literally do and become the version of yourself that has this thing. It's more than just thinking, it's quite literally being and embodying what that is. In my experience, it's not that easy to simply gaslight yourself into believing that you're a millionaire. You know, it, and I see countless people say, just affirm you're a millionaire and wait for it. And I just haven't seen shit happen to anybody in that facet who's done that yet. Even when it comes to the concept of trying to pursue others and find love and stuff like that, there's still the aspect of embodying your best self and becoming the version of yourself that is magnetic, that is attractive, that is confident enough to then attract these opportunities and these lovers and these people towards you. It's about adorning yourself, really celebrating who you are, really pouring and nurturing yourself so then you then become the version of yourself that is magnetic. You can keep on affirming all day, but if you don't feel that, if you don't do things to actually genuinely feel like what you are trying to become is a real thing, then it's not going to happen. Like reality can only reflect back to you like what you are. So if you are trying to trick yourself into doing something, then it's only going to reflect back to you what you already are. Versus if you're actually, becoming and embodying, the reality is going to reflect that to you. It's going to reflect to you exactly where you are in your journey. And again, you can manifest things outside of that, but I find it so much harder to get that to be a consistent thing if you don't have that frequency already locked in. Like if you're already struggling to manifest abundance, you trying to win a lottery ticket or trying to manifest lump sums of money is going to be difficult to do consistently because you don't have that relationship to money. It might come in here or there, but for it to be a consistent thing, I find that to be a little bit more difficult unless you are at the frequency that then allows that to happen. And that happens by you getting evidence, by your subconscious mind being trained, by seeing things consistently come into your experience that are reflective of what you're trying to manifest. And I mean, that works even if you're trying to do something like become a witch. If you're trying to do a witch, start casting spells, start burning some shit, start burning incense, start doing the thing. And it doesn't matter if you're perfect, just start where you are and then see how reality responds to you from the basis of where you are. And then build up from there. Because what you're doing is you're building confidence not in anything external. You're building confidence in your own ability to command the universe to do what you want it to do, even if it's subconsciously. You're getting your subconscious mind programmed to expect and to experience these things and to know that it is going to happen whether you think about it or not. Like the sun rises up and down, and we wake up in our bed every single morning. And I know it sounds like a very mundane example, but that's because our subconscious mind is attuned to this specific reality and this frequency that then allows this to happen. There are other realities in which that might simply not be, or there are other realities that you're observing where you might be in a completely different, state, much less city. And, you could be waking up there, but your consciousness is attuned and expects to be here. So, longest story short, the more that you shift those expectations, the easier it is for your mind to just think it's second nature for it to happen. So it's like if you're building a business and you actually start getting momentum, it's easier for your mind to expect money because of the fact that you have a business, that you've done all these things that are then allowing this to come in. And even if you want to go down the route of manifesting multiple lottery wins, then if you were to have your own perfect technique and then you won the lottery, and then like Helen Hatz was a perfect example of this. She had her own methods and techniques where she simply did what she had to do, and then she won countless different contests as a result of it. So even in that sense, she built up her own methods to then feel confident in what she was going to manifest, to then allow herself to then win a car, win money, win this sweepstakes, win that contest, and win all these things because she had her own method that allowed her mind to then lock in. It's never anything external. It's only ever doing something to get your mind to accept the outcome of what it is. And that's where methods and rituals and spells and all these things come into play. It's only ever a way to get your mind to accept the outcome of something. And sometimes the subconscious mind just feels like it needs to do something. So that's why if you just sometimes burn a candle or you dance or you do something with a specific intention, it's like your subconscious mind correlates that intention to action, and then from there it kind of pushes things forward. There's nothing needed to manifest anything because your subconscious is doing it all. But sometimes your subconscious just kind of needs, it's very tricky how it's wired. So sometimes it's just a matter of figuring out what works for you and what works best, so you can simply navigate around that. And again, for some people that's literally doing nothing. For some people you can literally manifest by, they every time they brush their hair they make $1 million. You know what I mean? Like, some people just have that concept. So you just got to figure out what works best for you and how to get your mind to align to abundance that way, or to whatever goal you are trying to bring in. But either way, peace and blessings. I hope you guys have a great day.